On December 12th, 7 years ago, the United States Supreme Court handed George W. Bush the presidency of our country, reflecting frightening political bias and setting the stage for a long national nightmare. A nightmare of war, of fear and hate, of division and polarization. But most of all, a nightmare of stark inaction on the most pressing challenges we face today. I know that I spoke for millions of Americans when I confronted George Bush here in Charlotte last year to tell him I'd never been more ashamed and embarrassed of our leadership in Washington. I know that because tens of thousands of Americans called and emailed and blogged and posted messages of thanks and encouraged me to continue speaking out. Many suggested I run for political office and assured me of their support. This outpouring was deeply moving, but as I'd never before considered becoming a politician, it was the farthest thing from my mind. That was then. But in the ensuing year, I've determined that I can do more. You see, this isn't simply about the president and his faults. Those in the Congress who stood by with unquestioned acquiescence and rubber stamps, who made this presidency possible, are equally to blame. And few in the Congress have stood in closer support of the reckless Bush agenda than the District 9 incumbent, Sue Myrick. So I'm running for Congress, but success in this campaign cannot depend solely on me. We can win a voice for all of us, but I need your help. I stood up to George Bush, and now I'm asking you to stand up for me. On December 12th, we intend to raise $100,000 for our campaign to bring new leadership to Washington. We've chosen this infamous date to take a decisive and very visible action. It's a tangible way for all of us to say, enough. It's time to start the long-needed repairs. I'm asking you to do two things. On December 12th, the anniversary of that tragic Supreme Court action, make a contribution to our campaign of $25 or more. You can do that through our website, harrytaylorforcongress.com. And secondly, please urge your friends to make a contribution on that day as well. Together, we will deliver our message, and together we will take our country back.